need to displace the balance of your opponent. So from this position here, notice the hand position. This hand here is going to be like I'm looking at a watch. This is something my judo sensei taught me, Sensei Joe Terciano, we talked about earlier. I'm lifting here. He used to call this like a wise guy grip, and I'm looking at my watch as I fit in. Now I'm going to back in. So if you notice my foot position against the bag, it's almost like I'm in your position starting one of the Kata katas. All right? From here, to practice the throw, I would just drop down, sit on the mat, if you notice Sensei is sitting down, and now when I come up to lift, I'm kind of going to have a slight rotation, and I'm driving with this hand as I'm pulling with this hand. All right? So we talked about before when we did the drop technique, the hand position's almost like I'm going to do a punch. The hikite, the hand comes in the pocket, the opposite hand is punching out away from the body. Okay, thank you. So from here, right foot against the bag, and all you're going to do from this position here, just like you're maintaining your grip on your opponent, just back in. Heels together, or as close as possible. All right? Then you're going to keep your back straight. You're not going to bend over this way. You're going to keep the back straight, sit down, and then come back up. Okay? And out. Knee, and out. Sun, and out. Okay, now, from here, knee, sun, and out. Itch, knee, sun, and out. Itch, knee, sun. Okay? Itch, knee, and then sun. And now we throw. Okay, watch that. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Back in. Now the kazushi, I need the energy of my opponent going this way. So this is pulling across. This is punching, and then from here, I plant the foot to the outside of the foot. Okay, now watch my hip. I turn the hip in. So you want that rotation of the hip. That's going to accelerate the throwing motion of your opponent. Okay? Again, this is just a drill to help you understand how to fit in on your opponent. And the footwork that's necessary in order to complete a throw. So if we relate this to our kata again, all right? So if we go back to the Fudogata kata, to make it really simple, Zenkutsudachi Jugotai, right? If we look at the motion, the first thing I have to do is break the balance of my opponent. So if you look at the hikite, pulling the hand back, punching out, I'm doing the same movement we're doing in the kata, but the result I want is this. Okay, now if I step in behind the lead foot and I drop into Jigotai, you see where he's going. He's going down. Okay, now from here, for some reason, again, we got to learn how to make adjustments. Very important. So if I break the balance and I step in, say he buckles his leg and he kind of, try to counters me with his technique. The hip rotation is very important. So I'm still creating this hikite. I'm still punching in this direction, right? Even though I have control of my opponent, but I'm using the twist of the hip, all right, to displace the balance and turn into Zenkutsudachi. So this is how we could use our stances in order to displace the balance, throw our opponents right out of the kata. Right out of the kata. Jigotai, Zenkutsu. But I need the twist of the hip to displace the balance. The power in the hip is not necessarily just for a punching technique. If we could think beyond that, then we enhance our study. Okay? Is learning how to execute the throw. So this is the easy part, to get the person to extend. And this is why it's important that you never commit the punch or the reach fully out, because that's what your opponent wants, if you have an understanding of grappling or throwing. Right? Always kind of draw back a little bit to give strength to the arm, all right, the shoulder, the foundation of the body. So now we're going to start in the easy position. He keeps his feet together. So I want to maintain, elongate this arm. I get the fit, right? Make sure you get nice and tight to your opponent. You're going to look away. Remember we talked about the hole. And then what you want to do is you want to kind of disappear. I want to kind of sink, just like you were touching the mat. And as I sink, I drop and I turn. And I maintain this grip right here. Again, if I pull out of this in position, you can see the resemblance of some of the techniques in our Kata as well. Foot position, very important. Just drop.